Hi there, this is Queen on the Run and it's in the Budapest, which is an opening that lends itself to many trappy lines. After d4 and knight f6, c4, e5 is the Budapest counter gambit. Now when white takes on e5, knight g4, the knight runs and the knight wants to take the pawn back on e5. Queen d4 is played in this line, but more usual to defend the pawn is bishop to f4 and knight f3. This erroneous move, queen d4, can be punished, and the best way that black can exploit this mistake is to play d6. d6 ensures that the knight on g4 can't be taken because it's covered now by the bishop on c8, and black wants to take that pawn back now on e5. So white will take on d6 to stay materially ahead, and after bishop takes on d6, black is threatening all sorts of nasty things, not least bishop b4. That's going to be check and picking up the queen. Please check out some of the other traps in the Budapest, and one of them is the line with queen takes g7, which is a losing move for white. So if instead white is wise to that queen takes g7 mistake and plays queen e4, check, and eyeing up the pawn on b7, then black can happily give up that pawn on b7 as well with bishop e6. And now after queen takes on b7, hitting the rook on a8, knight d7 defends everything, but white here is already so far behind in development, he is certainly on the back foot. If white continues with knight f3 or e3, and black gets his king into safety with castles, now knight f3 for white, but black is firmly in control with knight c5 hitting the queen on b7, and the queen really doesn't have too many places to go to. If the queen runs back to b4, then that's losing immediately, as knight to d3 is going to release the bishop on d6. The knight's going to be giving check to the king, and the bishop will pick up the queen. If the queen ran to c6, then rook b8, threatening to come to perhaps the b6, or if the queen immediately runs to b5, rook b8 anyway, the queen's moving over to a5, but here black is winning in a number of ways. Well, knight e4 would certainly do the job, but how about knight d3 check? It's not only the threat on the king, but more importantly, its bishop is threatening to come to b4 now, check, and that's going to pick up the queen. So white has absolutely nothing here. If the king just moves to d1, then knight d takes on f2. It's check, it's hitting the rook, and white's position is in ruin. So this has been Queen on the Run in the Budapest counter gambit. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.